the house is beautiful, but the paving let it down. I mean, it was old, dated, just hadn't been loved. They didn't have any pride in it. I mean, for an installer, that's just amazing feedback to hear, that they now love their patio that they once just looked over and didn't actually realise that it's a new extension of the house.
I actually can't really remember what it was like. Like, there was paving here, wasn't there?
A little footpath. This was predominantly just a shingle based with the chair round the tree, but apart from that, it was just a 900 footpath that come through here, and then just a step up to this.
And so then round the back, was there a patio, a little bit of a patio?
Yeah,
so
one? We've actually enlarged it. I think we've gone out an extra metre off the house. So yeah, there was, I think it's about 2.6 metres off the house, but man-made concrete, 4 sizes, very dated, very dirty, quite ugly, so yeah. I picked this job up from doing a bit of fencing and actually said to the customer, you ever thought about doing your patio? Because your house is beautiful, but the patio is not. So yeah, and 2 years later we come back and we've freshened up the house and given her a patio that she's proud of.
Did she think of doing the patio before you said that? Or
no, I don't think she'd ever. I think maybe it's something they were thinking about, but yeah, I think I planted the seed. Just could see the potential of what the right slabs could do to this property, so yeah.
Because I think with some people, if they're like, we're a bit warped because we're in this industry, so we're just used to seeing like paving at different houses. If there's houses without paving, you're thinking, they could have a little like pad there where they could sit in the sunshine or whatever. And I think someone who's not in that industry, maybe they just go, well, I've got some slabs
hard standing,
like that's okay, I can fit a table, like that'll do, sort of thing.
Yeah, so yeah, a lot of people, like I say, I think it's probably why I'm in this trade, because I can see potential from the very first moment I see a property, what could be done.
How much of the sort of stone selection and like details, like these little brick infills that are going on, like dotted around in all the different pads, how much is that is down to you, and how much of it was the client?
Probably 95% me, probably most of the time as well. I mean, I'm just an artist and my medium is slabs and bricks, so yeah.
I mean, you're forcing your ideas.
I could just, again, see what could happen. I mean, we could have done just 4 size slabs, random pattern, which would look brilliant, but wouldn't stand out, might look dated. So I suggested to the customer, why don't we do some brick infills? And at the start, I don't think she fully understand what I meant by that, but when we started paving, we left pockets out and put bricks in there, different patterns. So just a stretcher bond, a basket weave, herringbone.
So you did this dry initially? Dry,
yeah, so just completely dry, so the customer could get a feel of what she liked and what she didn't like. And then from that, we thumbnailed my favourite, a herringbone on a 45.
You always go for herringbone.
Yeah. I mean, it's very grand, herringbone. I mean, you think of very old houses, grand houses, parquet flooring. If you had that, it meant you were doing
parquet style, isn't it?
Meant you're doing very well. So yeah, I just said to her, what we can do to break up the big areas that are 30, 40 square metres, just leave little pockets out and we can put brick infills. And I mean, the house is made up of probably 5, 6 different bricks. So again, we've used 6 different bricks and just a random mix on a random colour selection. So yeah, and it just breaks up the area and gives it individuality, which is...
So yeah, I'm looking at these now. Is this like a normal house brick, but you've obviously just laid it on its side?
On soldier, like, so on its edge. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's better than what I thought the end product would be, which is quite hard for me because I am well, I'm quite hard on myself and always think there's always room for improvement. But with this one, it's up there with one of my favourites.
Ah, cool.
Really proud of it. So yeah.
Yeah, you should be, mate. You should be. These infills with the the pale coloured sandstone with the red just looks really nice. I like the way you've picked out like one creamy coloured brick as well in there to like sort of like tie it together.
So yeah, the colour palette is very key. It's something that I'm always conscious about. We want to try and keep it tonal very the same. We don't want something to stand out like a sore thumb. So yeah, it is a really nice project. I mean, the stones that you supplied, can't really fault them. It's natural, so you're going to get a few percentage that are up and down, but just put them out of the way. Just put them where it's foot traffic. Don't put them where people are going to try and put a table and chairs. So yeah, it's just slab selection. When you get 6 crate, just spend a bit of time, go through them, choose your A's, your nice flat ones, your B's, all right, and then your C's for cuts and for pathways.
We call this Hale Beige Sandstone, but a lot of people call it Fossil Mint. Did you just recommend this to the client as like what you sort of thought would look best?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we could have gone for an earthy tone, but this paler, lighter will just uplift the house and just, yeah, it's just giving the whole house a facelift. So
yeah, because we're sat in like a lovely little sort of courtyard at the side of the house.
It's private.
Yeah, it's lovely. It's really like private. You've got like a nice wall in sort of encasing you, but it's late evening now, so the sun's starting to go in, but you can see the sun's not like sort of directly in here, and I think that's why this pale stone works really nice, because if you had something darker, it might sort of sap what lights here, it might sap that away. Instead, it bounces it up a bit. Yeah,
it's definitely, I can't really fault the slabs.
The transformation on this job has been pretty immense.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. Like I say, one of my favourites. So yeah, I mean, the house is beautiful, but the paving let it down. I mean, it was old, dated, just hadn't been loved. They didn't have any pride in it now, but I mean, I've recently spoke to Sam and she's got the biggest patio pride ever. I mean, she's always telling people to keep it clean, take your shoes off. Yeah. I mean, for an install, that's just amazing feedback to hear, that they now love their patio that they once just looked over and didn't actually realise that it's a new extension of the house. Yeah,
exactly.
So like this part now we're sat off is directly off the kitchen, and I can imagine all of them coming out here for a morning coffee, bit of toast, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's the thing that a space like this does, is it just encourages people to use it more.
Yeah, 100%, get out there, yeah, enjoy what you've got.